Michael with XForcePC here. I want to talk about where to plug speakers in, and depending on the motherboard manufacturer, it can vary. But in general, people have stereo speakers which need to be plugged into the line out or front speaker port on the back of the computer. And so we're going to look at a couple of examples here. This is a gigabyte board, and here we see the port is not colored in any way, it's just black, and it says line out. So it's the one right above my finger that says line out. That's on a gigabyte board. I'm not saying all gigabyte boards will be like that. Now this is an MSI board, and right here you see it's highlighted in red, so you'll sort of know which one to plug it into. And then in the words here it says out, but it's a red hole. Now moving over to an ASRock board, they don't have any wording, but they have like a little arrow pointing out, but it's really hard to see, but it's a green hole. So if you have multicolored ports like this, then generally the speakers are a green hole. Red is like for microphone, and then blue and orange and all are for like line in and rear speakers and things like that. So, and subwoofer out and all that. But most people just have stereo speakers. So the next thing we'll do is talk about if you don't get sound out of your speakers. Hey, Michael with XForcePC again. So now we're going to talk about getting sound to come out of your speakers. There are no speakers currently plugged into this computer. I'm going to plug them in after the fact. And when I do that, let's see if anything happens. Yeah, it comes up, says, which device did you plug in? Well, these are front speaker out because I just have two stereo speakers, and I hit OK. Now, if maybe you plugged your speakers in before you booted your computer up, one thing that can happen is the computer makes a decision, and it's a rather arbitrary decision as to where to output the sound. If your monitor, for instance, has speakers in it, like this monitor, it may set that to come out of the monitor. Or it may set it to the digital out on the back of the computer, which nothing's plugged into. If you need to change, if you're not getting any sound, you need to change it, you click on this little speaker icon down here, and this will tell you where the sound is currently set to come out of, down in the lower right. And if I click on the word here, you see we have Realtek digital output. This is our monitor, and it gives like the model number of the monitor. And then we have speakers. And so you click on whichever one you want the sound to come out of. That's actually coming out of the monitor. That would be coming out of the speakers, which are actually turned off right now. So if you're not getting any sound, make sure you're in the right hole in the back, make sure your speakers are on, and make sure you've got the sound coming out of the correct hole in the back by choosing this little drop down here where the speaker icon is down next to the time.